You have seen the sunset, right? And if you get up early enough, maybe you've seen it rise too. But have you ever wondered if the sun rises every day and sets every night, where does it go when you can't see it? Well, nowhere. It's actually us that goes somewhere because we're on the Earth and our planet is always turning or spinning on its axis. Imagine a line passing through the center of the Earth that goes both through the North Pole and the South Pole. We call that invisible line, which is the axis, where the Earth spins around on the axis like dog. This spinning movement is called the Earth rotation. The rotation is when a planet or moon turns all the way around on the spin on its axis one time. And the Earth rotation is what gives us day and night every day, all year long. If you're on the side of the Earth that's facing away from the sun, as the Earth spinning, it's nighttime. While if you're on the side facing the sun, it's daytime. The changing length of days and night depends on where you are on Earth and the time of the year. Also, daylight hours are affected by the tilt of Earth axis and its path around the sun.
Hello, I am Faya. I will explain about the phases of the moon. The moon does not produce any light of its own because it only reflects light from the sun. As the moon moves around the Earth, we see different parts of the near side of the moon illuminated by the sun. This causes the changes in the shape of the moon that we notice on a regular basis, called the phases of the moon. As the moon revolves around the Earth, the illuminated portion of the near side of the moon will change from fully lit to completely dark and back again. There are 8 phases of the moon: full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, and the last one was waxing gibbous.
The first one is new moon. This is the invisible phase of the moon with the illuminated side of the moon facing the sun and the night side facing earth. In this phase, the moon is in the same part of the sky as the sun and rises and sets with the sun. Next is waxing crescent. This silver sliver of a moon occurs when the illuminated half of the moon faces mostly away from Earth, with only a tiny portion visible to us from our planet. Then the first quarter. The moon is now a quarter of the way through its monthly journey and you see half of its illuminated side. People may casually call this a half moon, but remember, that's not really what you're witnessing in the sky. You're seeing just a slice of the entire moon, which is the half of the illuminated half. Lastly, waxing gibbous. Now, most of the moon's day side has come into view and the moon appears brighter in the sky.
A full moon is fully lit up from the perspective of the Earth. When the moon is on the opposite side of the Earth, the sun illuminates in its full. At this point, the moon has moved halfway through its orbit at 180 degrees. During a full moon, the Earth is between the sun and moon and is when the werewolf begins to transform. Next, the moon is starting to orbit past 180 degrees into a waning gibbous moon, and we will cycle through the first 4 phases of the moon. Instead, this time, it will be in reverse order. The waning gibbous moon means that its illuminated side is started to shrink from a full moon. Once again, we are at a point where the moon appears to be split in half as we seen in first quarter moon. At this phase of the moon, it has cycled to 3/4 of its life, but it has reserved which side is lit by the sun. A couple of days after, you get a waning crescent moon. We start to see less and less of the moon as the moon orbits past 270 degree cycle. When the moon has completed its full 360 degree orbit around the Earth, we are back to the first phase. The new moon phase marks the starting point of a brand new cycle of the moon.